Hello, how you doing? It's Idiot of the Day, Jeff speaking. We have the Commit Don't Quit live stream here today, and today we're going to call this a little different. So we'll see. Hopefully, everybody is going to have a good day with this. We'll see what happens, but we're going to call it. Let's talk about your favorite music and more. So here, okay? Hopefully, everybody has a good time, and we'll see where it goes. So. How's how's everybody's day going so far? I've had a pretty decent day so far. I can't complain. I'll elaborate a little bit more, but we'll say hi to a few people. Emmy Art. Oh, hello. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it, Emmy Art. Different video, Hand and Birdie. Hello, how are you? Gill Skills Bob, how are you? Howdy. It's great to see everybody. Thank you for coming. Much appreciated. Priscilla Mayu, how you doing? I'm great, Priscilla. Yourself, I hope your day's been well. I hope everybody's having a good one. James 467, thanks very much, my friend. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you, Amy Art. Thank you for coming in. A little different today. It's maybe we can talk about whatever you like, but talking to a few people about a week or so ago, about a week and a half ago, we started talking about a little bit of music, and I said to some people, would you like to have like maybe a day where we talk about our favorite music? And just like I said, today's let's talk about your favorite music and more. So we'll see how it goes, and if you like it, maybe we can do it once in a while. But if you don't, then that's fine too. But yeah, I thought we'd try something different. That's all. But hi to a few more people here, and then we can start off in a couple minutes here. Um, Good. I'm glad you're having a good one, Priscilla. Flavor Bahina, how you doing? Karen Summers, hey, just in for a few minutes. No worries, Karen. It's nice to see you. Karen, this is a different one today. Usually it's just a bunch of friends sitting around talking. Today we're talking about music and more. Just your favorite music, bands, songs, whatever you like to talk about. We'll see how this works. Cuban Beauty Mia, how are you? It's great to see you. Gill Skills, great to see you, Priscilla. Um, so I want to talk. A gentleman was on Pusa Studios last night. Gill Skills. Want to congratulate him. What a great job he did last night. If you saw it, you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, you should check out Pusa Studios live stream for last night. It was wonderful. Bob from Gill Skills was on, and he was a fantastic guest. Um, it was brilliant. Like I said to him, and I think he had us all, everybody on the edge of your seat. He even had Andrew, his wife. I'm just going to mispronounce it. Xenia. I apologize. No mispronunciation meant. It's just me. That's all. But yeah, he had, I think, Andrew and his wife on pins and needles, as well as the audience, because it's fantastic. I don't think anybody wanted to end Bob. Gill Skills was fantastic. So if you haven't watched it, go take a look at it. It was pretty good last night. It was quite interesting. I loved it. I think everybody else did as well. Karen Summers, oh my gosh, I have so many favorite music bands, singers, etc. Well, that's great. In just a minute, I'm going to run through here, and then we'll open up and see. We'll start talking about everything. If that sounds good with everybody, local fun sisters, recycle dude. How you doing, Eric? It's nice to see you, Eric. We're just talking about our favorite music and bands today. See how this works. Jorn, how are you? It's good evening. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's having a good one today. I really do. Love my life. How are you? My wife says I love when you say that. It's such a great name. That love of my life. That's fantastic. It is. Let's see here. JC No Limit TV. I think you've changed your name, haven't you? I'm like just the channel name. I'm pretty sure. But hello, how are you? It's great to see you. Hush for hunting, fishing. Hello, my friend. It's great to see you. Let's see here. Let me try to get through the chat here real quick so I can start to see how this works. Mike Montoya, Smoking Mary's Rack Barbecue. Hello, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Everybody, if you haven't checked in, some people that you haven't seen previously, check them out. Check their channel out. Leave them a message so they know that you're there, and vice versa. It's a great way to meet a bunch of new people. It's always seems to give me an interest, because sometimes it's that one channel that I had no idea that I was either interested in or that was even out there. So it's great to see everybody. Jeans RC Addiction. Hello, how are you? Great to see you. So, Gill Skills. Now it's party time. Hey there. Steve Believe Guitar. Everybody, I'll just make a quick Steve Believe Guitar about an hour and a half ago premiered a new video. Check him out. It was great today. Steve loved it. So if you haven't checked, you haven't seen it, check Steve Believe Guitar, his new premiered video today. It was wonderful. Yeah, you like my channel name? Oh yeah, no, I love it. My wife loves it too. Love it. My wife just loves it. Serving from home, first time in the stream. You know what? Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. To be Boston 617. I'm not trying to miss anybody. Different video. Hand embroidery. And passion for hunting and fishing. Yorn, it's so good to see you. Harmony. Oh, hello, Harmony. How are you? Yeah, Harmony. You know what? I know you and Harmony and Jam House has a great channel. This is just talking about music today, just talking about, you know, our favorite music bands. So I'm going to get started. I just want to, not a roll call, but just, I guess it's a roll call. Yeah, just welcome everybody, say hi to them. But River Skippy, hey, how you doing? Are you going fishing today? Local Fun Sisters, Christiane, how are you? My wife's friend, Christiane from work. Oh, thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was. I should mention that. Yeah, I hit 1K this morning. Gil Skills. Thank you very much. I mean, I don't know. It may not stay, and that's fine. It might go back and forth, which is fine because I was at 1,001, then dropped down 1,000. So I imagine it's going to go back and forth. But it still made me feel good. But I want to say I hit it on. I told them that I was going to just talk about them quickly. I hit on Canadian Drone Hub this morning. If you haven't been there, you should check the channel. Great bunch of fellas. Roger, Kim, and Val have a great show, so you should check them out. And the person that, I don't usually talk about people this way, but the person that made my 1000th station called Smoke Out FPV, great channel. Check them out. But anyways, thank you very much, fellas and ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate it. And it was all. I won't go on about that. I appreciate it. Ask questions tried. How you doing? Yes, thanks very much. Glenn and Marine, Cabin Life with Glenn and Marine. How are you doing? You know what? You had a great show with Yankee and the Joker last night. Oh, thanks, Bob. But yeah, it's a different feeling, isn't it? It doesn't feel like you're going to. But Treasure Hustlers, how are you? You don't know. You're like, oh, it's just gonna be a number, but it feels a little different. But anyways, I want to keep it on the down low. That way, I don't jinx myself. So, but I know it's gonna go up and down. I realize that, so that's fine. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, thanks, Treasure Hustlers. Appreciate Lisa B. Richard's Big Adventure. How's everybody doing? Welcome, everybody. So I'm going to start now. I hope this is okay. Look, we got 32 people watching, 20 thumbs up. I couldn't ask for anything better. Let's see here. So I'm going to start. And Creepy Chaos, how are you? It's nice to see you. So I'm not going to watch the chat for a few minutes, if that's okay, everybody. So if I miss it, I'll catch up. So if I miss you, well, everything's going on. I'll read it back after, and I'll talk about it probably tomorrow. So it's no disrespect to Old Celestial Way. How are you? Desmond Donders, hey. Grace C. Gallardo, how are you? So yeah, I'm going to start off. Newfound Drone Productions. Hey, how are you? Thank you so much. You know what? I was just talking about the drone people today on Canadian Drone Hub, and that you guys and ladies are fantastic, and I want to thank you for coming. So today, like I said, about a week or so ago, a week and a half ago, I said, a few people said, you know, we started talking about music, and then we said maybe on Tuesday we'll do let's talk about your favorite music and more, your favorite bands, how everything started for you and where it goes. I mean, if it goes, the people like it once in a while, we can talk about it. But if it doesn't, we'll just leave it today. So I'm just going to talk. Everybody after that, floodgates are open. They're open now too. You can put in whatever you like here. But I'm going to just say how I think I was about 7 or 8 years old. My first album, I call them records. I know that everything nowadays they call it vinyl. But I know it's vinyl, records, LPs, whatever you want to call it. I just called it records when I was a kid. So at this point, my first record, I think that I bought, I was about 7 or 8. I went into a department store in Toronto. That's where I lived at the time, and I think I'd saved my. I think it was about 8 or 9 maybe, and I think I'd saved my my money for my allowance, and I went in. You know, I saw these 4 fellas on the cover, and it was back then records. They opened up they were in two pieces. They were like a little booklet. You open them up, all the artwork was there, everything about the band and the album or the concert was there in front of you, and it was fantastic. While you were listening to music, you sit back or whatever you're doing. And I swear, almost every time I'd spend the time reading about who the producer was, who the engineer was, such and such. But I'll get to the band that sparked my interest as a kid. Everybody's going to get a good laugh. It could be some other people's interest, but when I was a kid, it was Kiss. Here's these four fellas in makeup, and you're a kid, so you see these guys. They're not clowns and that, but they're dressed up like in makeup and like clown work and that. But I love their music. I mean, I know people may think or say whatever about Kiss, but that's how it started, and I mean, it changed drastically after that, and it went totally different. But yeah, it started with Kiss. I started with Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley, and Peter Criss. And you know what? I bought my first album was Kiss Alive 2, and I think it was probably a couple years after it was out, but it was 1977 when it came out. And I loved it. I listened to it over and over and over again. Little did I know, some of it may have been live, but a lot of it was probably they went back in the studio and pretty much mixed it, did everything to it, just like a lot of things now. But yeah, it was not the live album that I thought it was. There's studio guys come in like Bob Kulick in that. They had Bob Ezrin from Pink Floyd, Alice Cooper. Um, this guy, he's actually Canadian, Bob Ezrin, fantastic. And then another fella, engineering and producer at Eddie Kramer. And, to me, it was brilliant. It had everything you could ever imagine. The fireworks, the explosions going off, Gene Simmons with his tongue out, spitting blood out or whatever. And Peter Criss had these two panthers or whatever right next to his drum set. Ace Frehley, when I was a kid, that was my hero as a little kid. I'd dress up and I'd take my brother and my parents had went to Mexico back then, and they bought baseball bats, Mexican baseball bats. And what we did was we put ropes on the end, and we both had guitars, and we're just little kids. We'd get up early in the morning, put the stereo on, and we'd listen to Kiss. That's what we did. And and I pretended I was Ace Frehley, and he thought he was Peter Criss. The two guys that have no existence really in the band anymore. But anyways, that was my interest. I won't talk anymore about mine. I'm going to open up, see how everybody, if anybody has any interest themselves. So I'll see how this works in that. Let's see here. I'm just going to read some names maybe that, I didn't talk about previously. Emma McCullen, how you doing? It's great to see you. Ask questions, try it. Mini Kiss made an appearance in the season 1 ender of Amazon Prime Sisters Dangerous Book for Boys. Oh, really? That's interesting. It really is. I saw that in a movie, and I forget what it was. They were in an elevator with somebody in a movie, and it was Mini Kiss, like you're talking about. Let's see here. Lisa B, if I didn't say hello, how are you? Oh, kids are shouting. Nope, no problems, do you believe? Let's see here. Mr. Something Basic, Basic 215. Hello, how are you? It's great to see you. Let's see here. Desmond Saunders. My music education started with the advent of the Beatles, but I moved on quickly to other genres. Unfortunately, Desmond Saunders, I would have been too young. I was born in '69. I mean, 3 weeks before 1970 started, so pretty much the 1970s. But I was much later. I was probably a teenager before I was into the Beatles. I loved John Lennon. I mean, imagine that was my first CD that I bought from the Beatles, and then went from there to the White Album and everything else. But Sgt. Pepper's. But oh my gosh, Eric, I love it. Recycle Dude. One of my favorite is Weird Al Yankovic. Oh, myself too. He came every couple of years. He comes to London. We have a hall that they have like concerts and different events, and Weird Al comes at least every couple of years. And my friend went to see him and his wife, and they had a blast. I mean, Edith, like a surgeon. I mean, I'm sure you have more knowledge on that than I do, but oh yeah, Weird Al was fantastic, wasn't he? He's still kicking around, and he's had quite a career, hasn't he? He's a real intelligent man. Is he an engineer or a science major? I'm not 100%, but I thought he was something like that. But real intelligent man. Let's see here. Oh, Lisa B, I'm good. I'm not trying to exclude anybody. You know me, I start talking, and I've said I was gonna start this off, see how it goes. And maybe people may not be interested in it, but we'll see. I mean, by the end, we'll know one way or the other. And but yeah, no, there's some good music. Recycle Dude, being in Detroit, you must have seen quite a few, I imagine. We used to go to. I lived in high school. I lived an hour away from Detroit, so we used to go to Joe Louis and Kobo and that. I remember years ago we saw Kiss back. Was it the 90s? They did the reunion when Ace and Peter were back in, but they did like an acoustic. They did like an acoustic set at Kobo. We went there to see that. I think in '89 or '90 we saw the Hot in the Shade tour. They came to London, so that's with Eric Carr and that. And then a few years ago they came back to London on I think it was the Monster tour. I think that was it, or Psycho Circus. No, I think it was Monster. We saw them dressed in the makeup, and my son, he's just a little kid at the time. He wanted to see it, so we had like little headphones to put on, and he loved it. So. Somebody said Barry Manilow and Barbra Streisand. Sorry about that. Nomadic. Hello, how are you? Nomadic RV. I'm just talking about music today. If it fits, it bakes. I see. I missed the message, but Hayden Vlogs, how are you? I'm gonna have to start paying more attention to the chat here. I'm sorry, everybody. Desmond Saunders. I moved quickly to things like Deep Purple and Rainbow. Oh my gosh. Yes, Rainbow and Deep Purple. I love me some Deep Purple. Yeah, Deep Purple. Women of Tokyo, Wild Women of Tokyo. I love that song, and I like a little John Lord, Desmond Saunders. Oh yes, MER. Let me do that quickly. Nice pumpkin. Can I do it quick? My son, he's been asking to do a pumpkin. We never got around it on the weekend, so my wife went to the store, bought him one. She helped him. He did the design and then helped cut it out. But I thought, you know what? I'll show it real quick. Okay. Yeah, that's Ethan's. Sorry, everybody. I'll make it quick. Ethan made a pumpkin last night, and Joe helped him carve it. But yeah, I was pretty proud that he did it in that. So usually his sister and him do it, but she was only here on the weekend, so we never. Unfortunately, we should have did that on the weekend. Let's see here. Sorry about that, everybody. Genes are addiction. Sarah McLachlan. Gosh, I missed that. Sarah McLachlan, Recycled. Last concert I saw was John Cougar and the Wallflowers. Wow, I'd love to see John Cougar. Eric, I really would have. Desmond Saunders, Meatloaf. I missed that. I'm sorry. Kemp Beer Reviews. How are you? It's great to see you. Ask questions. Try it. I'm a big fan of Mr. Rogers remix the PBS Studio did on YouTube. Do you see that new one that's coming out with Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers? I think that'll be kind of interesting. I don't think they could have got a better person to play him. Ask questions. And Bob Ross. Yes, if you haven't seen Susan's Creative, she just put a new video out, I think yesterday. Faith and Fallen. Hi, how are you? Yes, Ethan did a pretty good job, Bob. He really did. Sorry, everybody. The chat's running a little quick today. 24 thumbs up, 29 people in the room. Thanks again, everybody. I'm sorry. Treasure Hustlers. Holy crap, that's awesome. I don't know if we're talking about the pumpkin or what, but yeah, he did a good job. Looks like a bit of a Jack and the Pumpkin King. Yes, it is. Sorry, everybody. This chat, I'm squealing off, and oh, Steve Believe, my son and my wife did this last night, so yeah, that we're quite proud of them. 21090 Brewing. Hey, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Welcome to 21090 Brewing. Welcome, everybody. Check everybody out. We're just talking about music today. I like everybody. If you want to participate in it, great. If you don't, that's understandable too. Just what was your favorite? What started your love of music? Maybe at the beginning of that when you were a kid or a teenager. But if you want to, that's great. Yeah, Eric, he did do a good job, didn't he? He's 10. I mean, Ethan's 10. Jenna's 15. Like I said, you haven't seen her much. She was been on a couple times, but that's about it. But as she loosens up, I'll bring her on and. But she is loosening up. I think she wants to be part of it. She's a little nervous about it. But I think even Sunday we did one quick, and she popped her head in real quick. So I think it's coming. And that, yeah, Tom Hanks will be awesome as Mr. Rogers, won't he? He certainly will. Desmond Saunders. My friends despairs I can listen to my classical, then punk, then heavy metal. Oh gosh. Yes, ask question. Susan's Credits, Bob Ross was good, wasn't it? The hair? Oh, I loved Bob Ross. So that's, yes, Treasure Hustlers. He did a great job. Usually my daughter partakes in it. She just wasn't here. She went home Sunday night to her mom's. So I kind of missed that she was able to be part of it, but she will next year. And she's getting older anyways. Yes, Treasure Hustlers. The chat is going quick. I tried to start talking about the music, but I don't want to miss anybody, and I know I'm missing people, so I'm sorry. Um, Let me see here. River Rat Skippy, Jimmy Buffett, yes. Margaritaville. Have you ever went down to like Margaritaville? I see Jimmy Buffett's like bars and stuff. We were gonna go to one in Niagara Falls, I think, or do they have one? I think they may have one in Nashville as well, but I can't remember. I might be mistaken on that. Yes, Richard, cool plunk, and yeah, Ethan and Joe did a good job on it. Oh, 29. Is it 29? That's awesome. Thanks very much, Steve. I appreciate that. Oh, ask questions. No worries. You take care. It was great to see you. Thanks for coming. Oh gosh, Faith in the Fallen. Mine was Carole King. My mom used to listen to her a lot. Oh, she was fantastic, wasn't she? She certainly was. I think Tapestry. That's the one I've got. I think I have Tapestry around here somewhere. That was a good album. Faith in the Fallen. Do you like Fleetwood Mac? I love Fleetwood Mac. I like it back to Peter Green and then to Lindsey Buckingham and all of them. But yeah, I loved. Let's see, the chat's fast because. Oh, thanks, Bob. You know it is going real fast today. Fabian Bell. How's our? Hey guys, good. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. It's gone really quick. I need to keep up to this. Mother in the Wild. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. I like the jazz swing style of Michael Bublé and Robbie Williams. Yes, Robbie Williams. You know, I didn't think I was going to join him. I do enjoy Robbie Williams. Desmond Saunders. Mrs. Chris's World. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. It's a big. I got into hard rock and punk when I was a teenager, and then went back to '90s grunge. I love '90s grunge, and that I like Soundgarden, and from there, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. My my brother liked Nirvana. I mean, I don't want them, but that wasn't uh, me, unfortunately. But I can appreciate, the Nevermind, but beyond that. But I do like the '90s music. I liked the way it went, and I still like hearing it. That's for sure. Let's see here. I'm missing something here. I apologize. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. Like I said, once I get a little further up, then I won't be as nervous about it. Once I hit it, I was happy about it, and it all has to do with everybody hearing that. So thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I'm not talking about it. I'm gonna try to make a video. It might take a week or two, but I'll make something on that. Like once I know that it's not going back and forth for a while, I'll make one. And then I was talking to Joe. I see what we're gonna do. I'd like to thank everybody, and we'll see what we're gonna do. But we're gonna do something. I just haven't narrowed it down yet. I can understand when people say, "Oh yes, this," but sometimes it's overwhelming quickly. So it takes a little thought. So I don't want to mess it up for everybody. So yeah, I'll definitely bring it up when it. But I'm not gonna just pass it on. It will come around. I just need to think a little bit about it if that's okay with everybody. Yes, Desmond Saunders, Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, exactly the real Fleetwood Mac. I go back to Peter Green. I think I forget about 19, 20 years ago. CBC Radio is the Canadian network. You know how you have BBC in Europe and that. Well, here it's the Canadian Broadcast Corporations, the CBC. It's just like a variation. And anyways, CBC did a special 19, 20 years ago, and at the time, I was only about whatever 20 some years. I was in my 20s, I guess. Mid 20s. I didn't even know of Peter Green. I only knew of Lindsey Buckingham. Of what's it called? God, Mick Fleetwood and all those ones. I'm having a mind meld right now. I just can't as I'm talking, so I can't think of the names off the top of my head. But yeah, I only knew the Lindsey Buckingham era, and I mean Stevie Nicks and that. But yes, exactly. Peter Green. Uh, he still exists, and the music it's quite different. But yeah, that was the guitar. I mean, I just go back to Jeff Beck. That's where I start. And I saw Jeff Beck in 2006 in Detroit, um, just outside of the Fox Theater and that. And Jeff Beck has to be, in my opinion, one of the best guitarists of all time. Everybody can say whatever they want, but Beck and Bolero, like the Beck's Bolero, Jeff Beck is where it's at for me. Yes, 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 yes. Um, sorry, everybody. Mother in the Wild, hello. Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Jojo Walker, Unplugged, Nation of Domination. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Best singer, yes, Freddie Mercury. I see that's coming out. Somebody said that it's out in the UK right now. I don't think it comes out for another week or so here in North America, but I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and John Deacon. That's one of the best multi-talented bands of all time. Ghost Mafia, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Ghost Mafia. Thank you so, so much. Mother in the Wild. You know what? For this, I actually need somebody else because, you know, help me with the chat and actually, so I don't miss everybody because I'm missing parts and I'm sorry. Jorn, listen to Kiss, Iron Maiden, except, oh gosh, yes, Balls to the Wall, Jorn, Motley Crue, Scorpions, oh yes, there's some great European German rock in that. Dio, Ronnie James, yes. Iron Maiden, Run to the Hills. I love Maiden. You know, I didn't know what I thought about Maiden when I was younger, but I love Bruce Dickinson and you know, Judas Priest. There was some great music in the beginning of the 80s. Marine Tank Journey. Hey, how are you? From South Africa. It's so nice to see you. Thank you. Jeff Beck, yes. Steve Believe. I love me some Jeff Beck. I can't get enough of him. Which one was it? He did that one at that place in London that I'm gonna write it down and think about it later, everybody. Ronnie Scott's, yeah, he did a performance at Ronnie Scott's in England. It was brilliant, just brilliant. Sam the Man Escalima, you're on your lunch break. Well, thank you so much for dropping in. So everybody, show love for Sam the Man Escalima. Everybody, check everybody out. Oh no, no problem, Passion for Hunting. You're at work, so no, I appreciate you dropping in. Much appreciated. Everybody, check out Passion for Hunting and Fishing. Yes, it is good to see Ghost Mafia. Thank you for dropping in. I really appreciate you for dropping in. Nomadic RV, thank you so much. Yeah, it meant a lot. I really appreciate Gaming with Whiskey. How you doing? And I'm not meaning to not talk about it. I'm gonna make like a video or something and see if we can have maybe a contest for it. So I'm going to do it. It might take me a couple weeks if that's honestly okay with everybody. It's spinning in my head about it. Like I said, I know it's going to go back and forth. It's not going to stay at that. I realize that. So once it gets, I'll think about it for the next 2 weeks, and then if that's good with everybody, and then we'll put something out and see. I think we'll try to. My wife's not on here. She said she probably may not be on here today, which is fine. We'll see about maybe if we can do a contest in that for it. So, anyways, yeah, I'll get back to everybody on that if that's okay. Yeah, Judas Priest were one of them. Listen to yes, yes, yes. What do we have here? Hey, Pack Mule, how are you? It's great to see you. You know what? You came in with whiskey, but hello, Jojo. I thought you were talking about my wife. I realized who you're talking about, but my wife, her name's Joanne, and we call her Joe, but everybody, all the kids and that used to call her Jojo. So when you said, I thought, is my wife here? No, I see Jojo Walker here. So it's great to have her here. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Brian's Nation. Excuse me. I'm sorry for this. Brian's Nation of Domination Paranormal. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for dropping in. I really appreciate it. Welcome, Brian. Really appreciate you for dropping in. So thank you very much. Game with Whiskey. I love the heavy music like Godsmack, Iron Maiden, Metallica. Oh yes. And you know what? Everybody, if you haven't met, we have actually a celebrity here, and he's still in the house. If you could say hello to everybody, James Hatfield is in the house. He'll know who I'm talking about. If you saw Pusa Studios, they had a gentleman named Bob from Gil Skills on, but he's otherwise AKA known as James Hatfield. So say hello to James Hatfield, Gil Skills. Bob will get that, and anybody that watched Pusa last night. So I'm not disrespecting you, Bob. I loved when Andrew said that because I never thought of it when I listened back. I'm like, exactly, that's exactly it. Anyways, but that's a compliment, that's for sure. JNR channel, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you. Look at that, 30 thumbs up, 23 people in the room. Thank you so much, everybody. Much appreciated. Yes. Desmond's Founders. I came across Dire Straits at a Glasgow university before they were famous. They're warming up for a gig in the UK. But drinking in the bar. Did you see Marie from the Pritchards went last week? She went to see the Proclaimers. That would have been a pretty good show. I think she was loving it. Bob, laughed my ass off. Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't know who I'm talking about, James Hetfield from Metallica. When somebody said Metallica, I thought, you know what, that's a perfect opportunity to drop it. Gil Skills. If you don't, everybody knows Gil Skills. I always say Bob, but I should say Gil Skills. So Gil Skills was on Pusa last night, and Andrew on Pusa said he couldn't think who he reminded of. And then in a split second, he goes, "Oh my gosh, I know exactly who your voice is. It's James Hetfield from Metallica." And I thought, you know, when you don't, in the back of your head, the same thing, you always know you've heard something, but you don't know, you can't pinpoint it. I think you pinpointed it right then and there. But I loved it. So yeah, always welcome James Hetfield to the room, everybody. Bob, I'm still going to call you Gil Skills, but I'm also going to call you Mr. Hatfield if that's okay. Thanks, Marine Tank Journey. Appreciate it. Oh, look at Mickey XOXO. How are you? It's great to see you. Welcome, Mickey. Dromar family, how you doing? Lisa B, be right back. Okay, no worries, no worries. Kelvin Justice, how you doing? It says, so I realize I blabbered on about it. Maybe it's not something everybody wants to talk about. Does anybody have any other like bands that they grew up on or they love now or anything that they like to talk about? I figured, you know, we could just talk a little bit about it, and if you're interested, that's great. And if not, that's fine too. But like I said, Kiss is where I started when I was a kid. I mean, it changed drastically as a teenager. I wasn't listening to Kiss, but yeah, I did love that. You know, I think it was a kid loving the makeup and all that, and you know, I imagine that was a great gimmick for them. They did fantastic from it. I mean, they're probably the most marketed, one of the most marketed bands ever. Gene Simmons made sure he drilled that into everybody's head. Bob, I love it. Yes, James Hetfield is in the house, everybody. Craft Beer Pours. Cheers. Hey, Craft Beer Pours. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. You know what? I caught the live stream when you know, the Red Sox won. I imagine you're on like cloud nine. You must have loved that. That was fantastic. Excuse me for this. Treasure Hustlers. You gained 31 subs just yesterday and 16 support today. Oh wow, Gil Skills. That is amazing. Bob, that is awesome. That's so. Treasure Hustlers, did you? If you saw it or if you didn't, Gil Skills was awesome on Pusa Studios last night. He was brilliant. The other day, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Canada. I'm a place called London, Ontario, Canada. We're halfway, 2 hours from Detroit, 2 hours from Toronto, about an hour and a half from Niagara Falls. So, because a lot of people, you know, they know maybe where Toronto and Detroit is, but the rest of it, you know, if you haven't been here, you may not know where it is. But yeah, it's just like, here's Detroit on the map, here's Toronto, we're there, and just over on, just off the lake or whatever, on the one portion is Lake Erie and what's it called, Niagara Falls and that. Even with whiskey, I love listening to Alice Cooper. Oh gosh, yes. You know what? Thanks very much, Marine Tank and Journey. Alice Cooper, he is awesome. If you like Alice Cooper, if you like his guitars, Nita Strauss. I have a friend that he has a station called EVH Gear, EVH Gear and TV. He does a music channel and he interviews a lot of people. He's interviewed Nita Strauss from the Alice Cooper band. He's interviewed all the guys from like Mr. Big, and he's a musician himself, but he's got a great station, EVH Gear and TV. So if you like Alice Cooper, you might like that. It's pretty interesting. I saw Brian Adams live in Germany. Did you, Karen? That would have been great. He's coming here to London in January or February. They just announced it a week ago. We got some bands coming through, and he's coming. He comes every couple of years, but I've never had the option or opportunity to see Brian Adams. I might talk to Jill, my wife, about it to purchase. Murray, no worries. I started talking about it, and I don't know if people are interested, but if they are, I think I'll know by reading the chat over when I'm done. But we'll see how it is. But it's great to see you, Marie. I was telling everybody, you know what, you went to the Proclaimers last week, and um, I wonder how the concert was, if you enjoyed it. We didn't see it. We were sleeping. Oh gosh. Well, he was on there, and he was great last night. He certainly was. But Gil Skills was fantastic. Oh, do you? I didn't know that. Uh, Jojo Walker, I did not know that. You're in Cambridge. You know what? We put up a video a couple weeks ago. St. Jacobs in Waterloo. We took the kids to Mongolian Grill in Waterloo because we used to have one here, but they took it away about a year ago. So it's the only place we can go to Mongolian Grill. So you know Cambridge, Hespeler. I know we're only an hour away. Then that's fantastic. I did not know that. I definitely will. You know, I'll talk to you both again. Then I did not realize that. You know, I see all the time in their videos that you know you watch a video, but I don't know where everybody is, unfortunately, all the time. Oh, Mickey, yeah. Life, have a great day. Oh, take care, Mother in the Wild. Uh, I'll show you quick, okay? I'll show you the pumpkin. I showed everybody earlier. This is a pumpkin my wife and Ethan, my son, made. He made it. They made it last night. They carved it and did a pretty good job. They really did. Billy Joel and Eric Clapton. I have not. I would love to see Clapton. I got it. I got into him about Forever Man. I listened to him earlier, but I love that in August. I love me some. And I love Billy Joel. He's coming here. Came here a few years ago with Elton John, I think. Jacob Downey, how are you? It's great to see you. The music is awesome. Well, that's great, Marie. I'm sorry I missed the chat. Flew by me. I'm sorry about that. Speaks. I'm gonna go try and be productive somewhat. Oh no, no problem. It fits. Bakes. Thank you so much for dropping in, Nicholas Polsky. How are you? It's great to see you. Um, well, that you know what, Jojo Walker, and that would be fantastic. Yeah, we're only what 50 minutes, an hour away. That's incredible. I don't really know too many people. I know one person around the Chatham area, and then chilling with Millen. He's out Port Burwell area or something. So that's great. I'm really glad that you said that. I had no idea. Uh, I can make that. Oh, Martin. Hey, how are you, Martin? I can make that as Martin from the Pritchards. Marie from the Pritchards is Martin's wife. Hi, Jeff. I'm late as well, doing overtime in the bedroom makeover. Well, that's fine, Martin. No problem. I can make that. Everybody check out the Pritchards, and I can make that. Great couple. Oh, hey, Marie, that is a great idea. What's everybody's first live concert? Mine was Rush in the early '80s. Uh, a lot of people are going to, anybody from Canada, maybe in the States, would know who Rush are, but if not, Europe and that, I don't know if they're really a worldwide. North America, yes, but European, maybe England. They did some albums in the '70s that were recorded in the UK, but beyond that, I don't know if Europe is popularized with Rush. That was mine. How about everybody else's? What their favorite or what their first concert was? That's a good one. Oh, Marine Tank Journey. Hey, how are you? Yes, no, thank you so much, my friend. Nico Spolsky, you have to go. Okay, well, thank you for dropping in. Much appreciated. Oh, came with whiskey. No worries. Thank you for dropping in. Much appreciated. Jacob Downey. Rush. Was it? Oh, that's awesome. Jacob Downey, are you in like Canada or the UK? You don't have to tell me your location, but Lisa B, the grassroots. Lisa B, you have to tell me the grassroots. That kind of sounds interesting. Martin, I can make that. Mine was Paulo Nutini. I'll have to look that up, Martin. I'm not familiar, so I'm going to look that up for sure. That sounds interesting. You know, it's great to hear when people say their first concert, because you know maybe here or there you may not be familiar with certain bands or musicians. So that's interesting. Karen Summers, I think Tina Turner. Oh, that would have been good. You know, I remember in the '80s, Tina Turner and Brian Adams did like a collaboration for a bit. Let me see here. Jojo Walker. Have you ever heard of Life with? I know I'm gonna miss this. Anki losing spondylitis. She is a YouTuber in London. Really? I've seen the name. You know, I can't write this down, but I'm gonna run through the chat later. I didn't know she was here. I had no clue. I've seen the name, so I think I might be um, with her videos and stuff channel. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. I did not know she was in London here. Thank you very much. I did not know that. Well, the paranormal, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I'll definitely talk to you. That would be fantastic. Because my wife is always saying it would be good. The Pritchards, mine was to Pal. Oh my gosh, I live a little bit. Oh yes, I remember that band to Pal. That was Desmond Stone. Eddie Reader was my last concert. Eddie Reader, I don't know him, but I'll look it up. Pam, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. We're just Marie from the Purchase asking what everybody's first concert was. We're talking about some music today, and Passion for Hunting needs 8 more. Check out Passion for Hunting and Fishing, everybody. Thanks very much, Marine Tank Journey. Yeah, we've got 38 thumbs up, 25 people in the room. That's fantastic, everybody. It really is. Martin, I can make that. Scottish guy, great music. Was from my 40th in Berlin. Oh wow, I bet that was incredible. I bet it was a great show. I'll have to take a look at that. Steve the Technophile, good morning. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Much appreciated. Let me see here. Listen to this. Karen Summers, China in Your Hand to Pal, only song I know. I don't know that one, Karen. But you know what? There's a lot of different. You know what I was thinking of? Does anybody? You're going to get a good laugh from this, Karen and Martin and Marie. The 80s. Do you remember Samantha Fox? I remember my buddy. He had a poster. His mother never knew he had a poster of Samantha Fox. He had it on the back of his door. So when you close the door, the only way anybody was going to see it if you opened the door and his mother looked. I won't tell you it was on the poster, but yeah, that was quite the poster. I'll yes. Anyways, Samantha Fox, yes, but I know what you're talking about, Tapao. It just brings back memories of Samantha Fox from the 80s. Edie Reader. Oh, okay, no problem, Desmond's Daughters. I'll definitely take a look at that. Steve Believe Guitar. Maybe somebody could answer Steve Believe Guitar on this. Does anyone know how to check on YouTube Studio Beta where thumbs up and down are coming from? Um, is it possible? Um, I mean, I just found the community about the subscribers where you can see if people are with you or not. I just found that out this last week, but I don't know. Maybe there is an option for that Steve Believe Guitar. But if anybody's aware of that, maybe let Steve Believe Guitar know or send him a message. I'd be interested in that as well. But yeah, unfortunately, Steve, I can't answer it. I don't know myself. Friends, Nation of Domination Paranormal, I've showed the love to all. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you for coming. Karen Summer, Samantha Fox. Oh my God, yeah, not well known for singing, but exactly. And I'm not talking about her singing. That's why things were wide open, weren't they, for Samantha Fox? They certainly were. Yes, my friend was a musician, and there's no possible way he liked Samantha Fox's music. He just had her beautiful picture on the back. How's that sound? Beautiful picture on the back of his door. I'll leave it at that. Pam's Great Outdoor Adventures. My first concert was Bob Seger. Oh wow, everybody in Detroit and Michigan would love. Yeah, Bob Seger. He was fantastic. Everybody know him, I imagine, for his music and also for the commercials in the 80s. Bob Seger was fantastic. Neo Blake Gaming. Hello, how you doing? Let's see here. It's a Steve the Technophile. It's anonymous Steve. I love it. Oh, they've removed a few things from YouTube Studio Beta. Have they, Steve? I didn't realize that. Like I said, I just started to get to. I've only coming up in a couple days. I've been on here 3 months. I started August 1st, so I started to get familiar with the way YouTube was, and then they switched it not too long after I started. So I couldn't tell you if there was a switch over. I just kind of know what's going on right now. Let's see here. Oh, Desmond's Daughters. If I said something, I'm sorry. I maybe shouldn't have. If I did, apologize. Mr. Greedy Time, how are you? It's great to see you. Oh, Jojo, yeah, no, I like the way it goes too. When I started this about 5, 6 weeks ago, I forget, I was so nervous, and it took me a little bit. Now I love it. I have good and bad days, just like everybody, but I like it. It's not about anything specific. Today's topic, some of us are talking about music. That's what I thought we'd try today. And like I said, it might not be great that everybody wants to do, but I'm trying to see if it works. Well, I'll be able to tell better, but it's usually like this. We're just talking to a bunch of people. We're talking from the chat, and I like the chat because it gives us all a topic, and we can go from there. But so far, it's going well. But thank you, Purchase Marie, Def Leppard. Oh yes, I never had the chance to see them, but I would love to see them. I would love to see them. Steve the Tech Fella, you were not specific in your question, but that's a good question. I do not know. We'll look into it. You can see where views come from, but not the likes or dislikes. Sorry, Steve the Technophile. If I missed something, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. Let's see here. Desmond's like, you need to just said things were wide open for Samantha Fox, and I fell off. You remember Samantha Fox too, Desmond's daughters. Oh, I totally forgot about her. When we were talking to Pau, in my head to Pau and went right to Samantha Fox. That's not who's anybody younger is not going to have any idea. Go back and look up Samantha Fox from England, 1980s. At that point, you will understand. I don't need to explain anything else. I imagine anybody my age or a little older will agree. We don't probably have to say much about her. I'm sure she's a wonderful woman. I just remember what I remember. Yes. Oh, Jojo, oh, no worries. I'll go, but come back for chat. I love it. Very, very calm. Yeah, no, that sounds great, Jojo. It's nice to have it. It's not like this every day. It's a little different every day. I'm trying to keep it the same way as every day, but we're also talking about a little bit of music, so it can go back and forth. Maybe we can keep doing this. We'll have a little bit of talk about music some days. And like I said, this isn't generalized about one specific thing. I just thought we'd throw it out there and see what everybody thought of it. Yes, Jojo Walker, have a good one. Thanks very much for dropping in. And it's so nice to know that you're from Cambridge and that's the two of you. That's brilliant. I had no idea. So definitely want to keep in contact with you both for sure. So I'll be messaging you for sure. Have a nice one. Okay. Thanks again. Everybody say take care to Jojo Walker and that it was very good of her to come. We'll talk again anyways. Jojo, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Usually my wife's on here. She would tweet it up. She's just busy at work. And when the idea of talking about music or anything today, that her interest was not peaked. So she says, I'll be back tomorrow. That's fine. And she knows once I get talking about that, there's either no stopping or just ramble on. So I think that's why she stayed off today. She could be listening now and just not participating. Used to be when I was a kid, we would go to Beach Bend Park where I lived. They would concert grassroots rock band. I remember seeing Bill Anderson, country singer there. Well, that sounds pretty interesting. I love seeing the names because I'm not aware of everybody. Um, just like I imagine a lot of people aren't either. And Lisa B, I like Samantha Fox. I did too. I can't remember her song specifically, but I'm sure Desmond Donders know that. But oh, Jojo, you know what? Thanks very much. You have a good one. Okay, it's so nice of you to come today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, any I know 30s or 40s and 50s and beyond might have certain style of music, but if there's any younger people here that also want to participate, please, you're more than welcome. Everybody's welcome to. Like I said, there's no need to, but if you'd like to talk about things with your music and that, more than welcome to. Uh, Mr. Greedy Time, I like my music with lots of bass. Oh gosh, yes. Xeon, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. MC Lockdown by Mag Crush. Hello, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Excuse me. Flavored by Hina, I'm back. Well, that's what, I'm glad to have you back. Used to be way back, Flavor. Purchase. Any Pink Floyd's fans here? I'm sure that must be some love for David Gilmour. even Roger Waters if you like Roger Waters. But I love, yeah, I love what's it called, animals, and I love dogs and that. I love that. I like Pink Floyd in the '70s and that, and then some in the '80s and that, and then later down the way. But I unfortunately I'm not gonna I'm no expert on Pink Floyd, so I'm sure there's a lot of people could talk hours for on Pink Floyd for sure. But Run Like Hell, that's got to be one of my favorite guitar parts ever. MC Lockdown, It's a Cave Day. Let's see here. Used to be some Pink Floyd. Yes, yes. Desmond Donders. I think Pink Floyd, they have my favorite line in a lyric. I'm a lawn. Let me see this. I'm a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk. Desmond Donders. I just know the basic necessities to tell you about a song or two, maybe off each album. I'm no expert on Pink Floyd. I imagine you could definitely talk about it over me. Nikos Polsky, New Billy Gaming. Super Mario was a really good in the beginning. Even now, I play sometimes to Mario Kart. Okay. Oh, hello, Thomas. How are you? Everybody, welcome, Thomas. Mini Cooper, how are you? It's great to see it. I'm well. I hope you're doing well. The purchase. I like the earlier stuff than on when they then again and when they released Division Bell. I know the albums, but I don't know as much about Pink Floyd, so I'm really sorry. But I do love David Gilmour. I think the guy's a brilliant guitarist, and that like I said, I don't know the rest of the members. I pretty much know uh, David Gilmour and Roger Waters. Beyond that, I know there's a lot more to it than that, but that's that's the only thing I know about Pink Floyd, unfortunately. But I imagine they must have really been popular in Europe. I mean, they're popular here as well. Let's see here. Marine Tank Journey, hit that like button. Thanks very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Desmond Saunders as well. Me, I just like the odd track. Unfortunately, Desmond Saunders, that's all I know. I wish I could talk about it more. I just don't know enough about them. Oh, Mini Cooper, excuse me, Mini Cooper, no worries, my friend. It's nice to have you here. It really is nice to have you. Look who it is, Funko Pop Ohana. How you doing? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Everybody, welcome Funko Pop Ohana. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for dropping in. Hey, Funko Pop Ohana, maybe you can answer. I know he's busy. You know, he could be busy today. Has John gone to? They were going to Florida, weren't they? They were going to Disney. Do you know if John is? I know he. I think we saw him in one of the chats real quick last night. But Joe and I, it was around midnight. You know, sometimes M's dad goes live at about midnight. Sometimes he wasn't on then. Do you know if John, if M's dad, have they gone on holidays now for the next few days? It's I shouldn't be asking. I just curious. I didn't know if he'd still be on right now. Well, it's good to see you, Funko Pop Ohana. Karen Summers, The Doors. My husband is a big fan, so I know them too. Yes, little Jim Morrison. I still can't believe how young he was. You remember in the end how he changed so drastically. But I like what he was he 20? He was in that 27-year old bracket when he unfortunately left in that. But yeah, no, I like me some Doors. I that's that's a totally different offshoot to the Doors. I think the Doors actually, you know, some of those fellas got back together, and I think last year, a couple of years ago, they had this. Anybody remember Ian Astbury from the Cult? I think he joined for a bit, either maybe not as the Doors, but with a few of the fellas from the Doors. I don't know if it was just for live concerts or what he was doing. I don't know if they actually recorded any material, but I remember reading about that. Mini Cooper Thomas, thanks for saying it. It's great to have you. Thank you for coming, my friend. Nikos Polsky, I must go an hour. The live's still open. Okay, Nikos Polsky, you take care. Thank you so much for dropping in. My appreciate. Can't speak today. My appreciation for you dropping in. Let me see here. Give me a second, okay? Razzle, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for dropping in. Yes, a lot of them at 27, Karen Summers. They certainly did. I don't know if it was, I don't know if his was intentional, but yes, 27 is it's not a good year for some people, unfortunately, in the music industry. Yes, for just a couple minutes, didn't he, Funko Pop? Hon? I thought we did catch like a video, but Joe says it was only, my wife said she thought he was only on for a few minutes or something. Oh, Sebastian, how you doing? Pun and more. Oh, no worries, Pun and more. How's the marathon? How's the streaming going in that? I caught. I don't know how to say the name. Not Big Ski. I came on his stream, but he'd been streaming for a tiny bit at that. I can't think of the name exactly, so my apologies, Pun and more. Oh, there it is. Give me a second. Here. There we are. Pun and more. Oh no, that's I think. Let me see. Everybody is probably wondering what I'm doing here. I'm trying to add something, and oh no, no, Pun and more. You don't have to worry. I'm just oh, just asking. That's all. Opak, Opak Mule. How you doing? It's great to see you. Yes. Oh, yes. Purchase. I listen to White Lion. I love Mike Tramp. I actually have his album. He put some solo music, but I just purchased about 6 months ago his Mike Tramp's latest solo album on Amazon. And yeah, I love me some White Lion. I love that Pride album. I mean, there were a lot more than that with Radar Love. You know, the redone song of Radar Love. But yeah, I do like me with some White Lion, and I'm sure you probably know more about it. But yeah, Mike Tramp, he was from Denmark. He was, or yeah, he's Danish. Yes, he's from Denmark. Mike Tramp, the singer of White Lion, and I mean, I think the rest were Americans, like from New York or something. But he was definitely European. Mike Tramp from what do you call it? Let's see. Hopefully, this is going to add Green Tank Journey. I'm still going to answer your question, but I'm trying to. I'll tell you when 1 second once I see it pop up, and I just need to know. Marine Tank Journey. The question you were asking, next time you put a message out, I hope that it changes for you. I think it should. Yes, it's been added. So next time you put a message, Marine Tank Journey, you'll just see a difference. JNR channel, how are you? I was just trying to switch something for somebody here, Marine Tank Journey. Purchasers I got their album in the late 80s had never heard of them before. I think, you know, a lot of us, like even here, White Line, I think in about 87 or 88, that's when that Wait and When the Children Cry or something, I think that was the song. That album Pride or something that they had. I think that came out in about either 86, 87, 88. I think it was 87, 88 because I think I was in college or something at the time. I think I bought the tape or something. But I think it was about that time frame. I loved it. I mean, they had a couple albums and then they just, I think that style of music fizzled out at the end of the 80s and then grunge music took over. So I think that's probably the downward spiral for a lot of them. But I didn't, let's see. Oh, yes, Marine Tank Journey. You've switched over. Okay. Oh, no worries, Marine Tank Journey. I don't add everybody at this time yet, but down the road, we'll see in that if that makes sense. Oh, no worries, Marine Tank Journey. No worries, my friend. Yeah. So if you are, if you have anything to add that, like any links and that, you can always add them at that point. Used to be When the Children Cry was an awesome song. It certainly was, wasn't it? Yeah, I like that kind of music. There's a lot of different things that I like, but that was definitely one of them. April Braswell, how you doing? It's great to see you. Oh yes, there is 48 people, isn't it? That's fantastic. 23 people in the room. That's awesome. Be right back here, just pouring a cup of coffee. Okay, that sounds good. Does anybody else? Let me see here. Canadian Jeff, so much better. April, you know what? I took a few people's advice on the hashtags, and my wife said, you know, nobody has that yet. Nobody's using Canadian Jeff, so we switched the hashtag to that. And I think it might not be me. It could be somebody. I think there is actually Canadian Jeff or something like that, or Jeff Canada or something like that. So I come up. I don't know where in the list, but it seemed to be a good hashtag. Yes, you never know what I might do with superpowers. April, you're hilarious. Love it. Let's see here. Karen Summers, I'm a tea lover. Let's see here. Jeff, thanks for the hang. Always great. Later, everyone. Lisa B, you take care. Okay, it's great to see you. Excuse me. Purchase, did you like The Alarm? I imagine. I think they were a Welsh band, but I could be wrong on that. Oh, Razzle, thank you very much. Yes, it may not be that now. It's when I started this morning, it hit that, then it went to one over, and then dropped down exactly that number. So it could drop back and forth, and it might go below that. So if that makes any sense, why I'm happy about it, I don't want anybody thinking I'm going on about it. But like I said earlier, I'm gonna try to the next couple of weeks decide what I'd like to do. Maybe put like a video together and see if put maybe a contest or something together, just to say thank you to everybody. So it may not come out for a couple of weeks. It's just we have to stop and think about it, and then I have to talk to my wife and decide what we can do in that. If that sounds okay for everybody, yeah. But yeah, I'd like to say thank you to everybody. But we'll definitely do something. Well, fun and more. You take care. It was nice to have you. Thank you very much for dropping in. MU Free Music for videos. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Let's see here. Pritchard's, I've not heard of The Alarm. Okay, well, The Alarm, they had a song back in the 80s called Rain in the Summertime, but they could have been Scottish too. I'm not 100% either Welsh or Scottish, but there's something like that, either Scottish or Welsh, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see here. Oh, Grateful Filipino, are you here? If you are, I'm sorry that I missed it here in the chat. I'm very sorry. I'm just reading it on somebody else's welcoming or saying hello to you. Desmond Saunders, The Alarm are Welsh. Okay, I knew either Welsh or Scottish, but I know the singer Mike Peters, I think, from The Alarm. He, I don't know if The Alarm still exists, but I know for a few years, Mike Peters had joined Big Country. He was the singer for Big Country for a tiny bit. I don't think for a long time. I don't know what happened. It looks like they may have parted ways, and now Big Country has a different singer. But I love Big Country. Now, Big Country I could talk about for hours. They were favorite from time I was a teenager, and unfortunately their singer passed away. But yeah, no, the Alarm were a great band, but Big Country, I love Big Country. So, what does everybody else have planned for the rest of their day? Anything exciting going on the rest of the day? My wife's going out with my mother this evening, and then we're gonna have the kids getting ready for Halloween. And that I think my daughter will be staying with her mom, maybe, or no, she's gonna go out with her friends tomorrow. And then Ethan, we're gonna take him up to my mom's and let him go around. He's gonna dress up as Michael Myers of Halloween. My wife bought a mask, and then she restructured, and she did. He had the eyebrows, but he wanted them painted white. I don't know if that's how it is in the movie, but she's designed it so when he has it on, it's quite cute. We'll try to get a picture and show everybody. Let's see here. Marine Tank Journey. Do you do Patreon, Jeff, or anything we can post for you? No. I'm doing this for fun, and I mean, down the road it might be a different story, but I don't want to be asking people. I don't mean that in for me, I think it's good for me just to have a start right now. I am maybe down the road. But I don't want to ask people. Marine tank journeys, if that makes any sense. Not so far. How's that sound? Like I said, maybe down the road, but right now I definitely just have what I have. If but no, thank you for asking. I really appreciate it. I have to get a little more. We have to get an Instagram account. Once we do that, well, we're trying to switch things up a little bit more, add a few things, and my wife's starting to get a little better with the editing, and she's gonna try see if we can get one up for Halloween. Even if the Halloween one isn't up for Halloween, it might be another day. She's been really busy, but we're gonna try to get kind of a spooky, eerie one done in the next day or two. But so far, that's. But Marine Tank Journey, I thank you for asking. I really do. Oh, Marine Tank Journey, I definitely will. But thanks very much, Pritchard's. Just saw 1K. Yes, thank you very much. And Marie, I don't even know if it's still there. I don't know. It might drop down, and that's one of the reasons I'm just not talking about it. I figured, once. But I'm very. But don't get me wrong. I'm super happy. I was on cloud nine. The minute it hit, I called my wife. My wife's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I have to call you." I didn't think it was going to be a big deal, but it made me feel pretty good. And like I said, we're going to try to put something together, like a video or like a something live or something, either live or just a video, and then like maybe put a contest together for everybody. So we'll see what happens, but it'll probably take might take a couple weeks if that's okay. Can of pepper spray, Mr. Grady. Yes, I understand that. Oh gosh. Pam's Great Outdoors Adventure. No plans, just waiting for my daughter to call me to come and pick her up. Ah, okay. Marine Tank Journey. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I like I said, we're we started the live stream about 5 6 weeks ago, and we did put more videos out at the beginning before this started, and then I don't want to say this took over. It's not taken over. I don't mean it that way, but we're busy with this during the week, and then on the weekends, usually I'll let you know. The weekends usually when we're out with family, and that's when we're taking videos. And we were able to previously, I was able to get a little bit more done. Like another one, I was doing it Tuesdays and Thursdays videos, but once this started, I just haven't had time to do two. But we're going to try to keep it up at least one video a week with the live stream. Oh, Marine Tank Journey. Oh, it's Marine Tank Journey. Thanks. It was earlier, but then it went right back to 1,000. So but it's quite. I'll tell you what, the old palms. It was sweaty palms. Nothing weird about that. It just that's how I felt. But yes, let's see here. If everybody, if they saw Pusa last night, they saw a wonderful man named James Hetfield from Metallica. But if you haven't, please check out Pusa Studios from last evening. They did a live stream like they do. They had a wonderful guest that we all know that's in the chat here named Gil Skills. So if you did see it, great. You could always rewatch it. But if you haven't checked out Pusa Studios live show from last night, you should check it out. Gil Skills was on last night. I think he had everybody on the edge of. He had us on the edge of the seat. So I would imagine it looked like Andrew and Xenia. No mispronunciation. I just probably can't say the name, and I'm messing it up. So my apologies. Imagine my name's a goofball name. So I'm sorry for mixing it up. Andrew's wife and himself, they seemed to be on the edge of their seat for Gil last night too. Yeah, it was a great show last night. Oh, Tank Journey, I don't know about that, but I'm happy where I'm at right now. Thanks very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. I really do. Later, April Braswell. Jeff, I have no idea for later once monetized. Having videos that are shorter, like 5 minutes with topic, might do better for getting suggested to strangers, and stranger might watch that. Yes, you're right. Yeah, no, I like I said, I didn't have any plans or anything. I'm just doing like a live and then some videos. But have to sit and think about things. Like I do think about it, but like everybody has to get a certain thing in their head, and it started out completely Bob, that's funny. I know, I'm just joking, my friend. I don't, there's no disrespect to you, Bob, at all. Dana One, hey, how are you? It's great to see you. It's nice to see you. Welcome, Dana One, everybody. Let's see here. April, I love it. Yeah, no, he's a great man. That Bob, that James Hetfield's a great man, right, Bob? Let's see. Lizelle Harrington, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Everybody, welcome Lizelle Harrington. What do we have here? April, you're hilarious. No, I understand. April, we've just been awful busy in that, and my wife is the one that does the editing. I have really no part in editing. She puts it together, and she's been busy like everybody, but my wife is the one, so I can't be forcing things on my wife. But I'm definitely um, I'm definitely trying that. So, but yeah, we'll at least get one up a week for sure. Oh, I know you do, Bob. Gill Skills. I just kind of razzing you. But it was a great interview last night, Gill Skills. It certainly was. Let's see here. Okay, so does anybody have anything else going on for their day or their week at all? Let's see, Pam's Great Outdoor Adventures. Wish I knew how to edit. Pam's Great Outdoors. My wife is, because I said, oh, we need to maybe try a different one. She says, I'm totally fine with the one I'm using, editing program. She says, I'm just getting used to it now. She's getting into doing different ways to edit. And the one that she's trying to put together, uh, she's only able to do like, half an hour, 45 minutes here and there. So it's a little bigger and there's a lot more effects to it. So that's why it's taking a little bit. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, no, so far so good. I said to her, "You'll have to teach me." She says, "Once I get this under my belt, I'll teach you." She says, "Because there's a lot." She says, "I'm starting to get this down now, and then once we go from there, she's adding things. Just every time she learns something new." So yeah, let's see here. Sorry, everybody. I'm just reading through this. The portraits. You should try the editing. It's the best part. That Marie. Yeah, no, I should. Like I said, the boss, my wife, she will sit down and assist me. But yeah, we'll get to it. But yeah, she's the one the expert at it. I can go find a few things and put them together, and then she puts everything together after that. Let's see here, April. I just do a little bit more with editing each time. My editing isn't brilliant, but I'm getting videos up 3 times a week. Well, that's good, April. It certainly is. Yeah, no, my wife, she loves it, and like you're saying, every time you do it, it's just like anything, just like guitar or when you're an athlete, whatever, a musician or an athlete, you do get better at each time you practice with it. But I'm I'm definitely mine's pretty much film it, throw it up. So but that's not the way it works. I mean, you definitely can do it that way, but what we do is we take clips and just imagine like a lot of you um, put clips and then put them together, and she phases them in and out and adds a little here, a little there. You are not. No, I don't have any plans for the week. Just relaxing and hanging out with my parents. Well, that's good. Imagine you're glad to see them, Jorn. It's I have my mom that lives in town about 10 minutes away, so we see her every weekend. Just because my dad, he was around until about 3 years ago, then he just unfortunately passed away. And he was about 10 years older, 9.5, 10 years older than my mom. So my mom's still around, and we thought that would be hard when he went, but surprisingly, a few months after, she started exercising and started doing a lot more things with her friends and stuff. So Monday to Friday, it's like my mom has a job. She's 75 years old, from about 9 o'clock in the morning to 5. It's like a work week. You couldn't get a hold of my mother. It doesn't matter if you pick up the cell phone, call her. There's no getting a hold of the woman. But come Friday night, things slow down, and all her friends and that, if they still have their husbands and that, they're a little busy on the weekends. So she's not, I don't want to say lonely, but it's quieter for on the weekend. So we try to get over, and we try to include her, either have her over for dinner or take the kids over if they'll come. So yeah, so far so good. So, and she's doing well with it. C. Mullen, hi, how you doing? Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. Thank you, Jorn and Marie and Marine Tank Journey. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you for coming. Well, we have a meetup here for tubers. I was the only one with an active channel. Everyone else was waiting to get perfect first. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. Was it just recently, April, that you had a meetup and that? They're talking about one, I know Susan and some of them were talking about meeting up, like, just the other side of, like, Niagara Falls, Canada, Niagara Falls in New York and that. I think that's coming up in about 2 or 3 weeks and that. They were talking about that. Oh, geez, you aren't? I didn't know that. Let me read that. Well, it was 4 years ago I saw my parents last time. Wow. Gosh, my friend, I thought maybe just like you saw them a few times a year and that. Gosh, that's well, I imagine you're super happy to see your parents then. That's brilliant. I'm glad you're able to see them then. I really am. Love my drawings. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. I was talking about your drawing channels just earlier. You know what? Without you fellas and ladies, ladies and gentlemen from the drone community, I hit 1,000 people today, and I hit it on what is it? Canadian Drone Hub, and I wanted to say thank you. I want to thank everybody here, and but yes, I was talking about the drone community and that this morning or this afternoon. Sorry, Mr. Greedy Time packing because on Friday we go away on holidays and two after Christmas. Wow, that's great. Well, I hope you have, Mr. Greedy Time. I hope you have a great time. I really do. Excuse me for this. Let's see here. I'm going to take Jeremy. No worries. You have to go. Yeah, I mean, we could stay on for a few more minutes. I don't want to drag this out for people. At the latest, I could stay is 3:30, but which is in about 12 minutes. It looks sunny out. My son had said that he was home for lunch. He said, "Dad, if it rains, pick me up. If not, let me walk." So he should be able to walk home, but I should probably 10, 11, 12 minutes drop off, but we'll see what happens. Let's see, April Broswell in South Los Angeles in early October or late September. I'm planning one here in Orange County because the others ones here aren't geared for the YouTube peeps. Oh, okay, no problem. April, I didn't realize you were in California. I apologize. I say it every time and then I feel like a goofball because one time I'll realize where everybody is and the next time, it slips my memory. Love my drones. Yes, Roger and Kim and Val, they are awesome people, aren't they? They certainly are. The footage you get from your drones is fabulous, absolutely fantastic. The footage is brilliant. When I see it, it's like I've seen some of them, and I don't even know how it exists. It's incredible. Skills. Oh wow, 52. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, Jorn, it's 860 kilometers between me and my parents. Oh gosh, your distance then. You don't have to tell me. Are they in Sweden as well, Jorn? Yikes, that's I can understand then. I understand, but I'm glad they're able to see them then. C. Mullen, one more and I have 50. Well, everybody check out C. Mullen. Uncle Papa Hana. That's awesome. Almost 1,000. Love my drones. Yes, very, very good people. You all are great people. You know, and that's good of you for some Simone. Yes, April Braswell, congratulations. Yes, for everybody. You know what? Um, thank you so much, everybody. But oh, Steve Believe, you're a good man. If you haven't checked out Steve Believe guitar today, he's premiered a video earlier on this afternoon. So please check his channel out. It was a great video that he posted. Pam's Great Outdoors Teamwork. You're all awesome. They certainly are, aren't they? They certainly are. Love my drones. It keeps me alive. I forget about everything else while flying. All other troubles disappear just for a few minutes. Well, that's great. It's absolutely beautiful footage. Like, it's incredible. Like, just incredible. Like, I see some of the drones, but they're not anything like your drones. That like I see the smaller drones and some of the. I don't know if they're actually getting footage or what, but I've seen some people like I think as a hobby. I don't think they're doing it like your community because it's incredible. It really is. Jordan, let me see. It is 12 to 13 hour drive, including breaks for me. Okay, well that is a long time, Jordan. It really is. Oh, no problem, Steve. Lead guitar. That's no worries. No worries. Let's see. Well, TG for these live streams to nudge me. Lizelle Harrington. How about Dr. Trenla? Simone, congratulations. Yes, Simone, congratulations. Definitely show Simone in that. Congratulations, my friend. Pritchard's. You need to teach my husband. He crashed. Oh, Marie, does Martin have a drone too? That's awesome. I didn't know a thing about them other than like I said, I've seen them out before, but on here you can see so much more. Kill skills. I feel the same way about riding my Harley. Love it. Oh gosh, you have a Harley, do you, Bob? Oh gosh, have you ever done a video with your bike? Gill skills. Gill skills. You know what? I think the first time I came across was you. There was a video posted. I looked in and I found a video of you working on your the RAV4. That's what we have, a RAV4. So the minute I saw him, like, I have to watch this. So and you know what? We love our RAV4. It's been great for us. April Braswell. Oh, you know, these peeps in the States, they all live right next to each other, right? We're cousin countries, and I think East and West, and totally forget there's a middle of Canada. April, are you in? I thought, are you in the States or Canada? I thought for some reason, I guess the reason when I saw the part about LA, I thought you were in Canada myself, but I think I've misread the message. What I'm taking that you're in Canada. I'm pretty sure that you're in Canada, but I might be wrong. Gill skills. I've done a few videos with the bike, and okay, Bob, I'll check them out then. Like I said, I don't see every video from everybody, but I'm gonna check that out for sure. Jojo, everybody's here. Jojo G, my wife, Jojo G. Guess who popped on? Jojo Walker, and she was on, and I thought it was you. I went to say hello, sweetheart, but then I realized, whoops, I better not say that. I'll be in trouble. But Jojo Walker, she asked where I was from, and we said London, and she goes, "That's funny. They're both in Cambridge, so we'll talk to them." There's a few people, and there's another girl here in London, which I did not realize was from here. So definitely we'll be talking to Jojo Walker and her partner for sure. Joe, Gill Skills Bob was telling us that he has a Harley in that, and we're gonna have to take a look. He's got one of his videos. He's got the Harley in the video, so we're gonna have to look at it. But Razzle, I'm present here from my kitchen, Jeff. Well, that's great. Thanks for being here, Razzle. Appreciate it. Oh gosh, Joe, you know what? I missed you here today. There was a lot of great people. Look at this, 52 thumbs up, 20 people. It's been a great afternoon so far. It certainly is. It still is. Oh, you were lurking, were you? That's what I said. I said I wonder if she's actually in the background with her I was wondering if she was listening in the background. I didn't know. Oh, hey, John. Everybody, welcome, Inspired John. It's good to see you, my friend. Say hi to John, everybody. He has a great, wonderful station in that. And if you like history in that, if you want to know some information about American history, listen, watch Inspired John. And he has a great story, and he has some comedy included. You won't be disappointed with Inspired John, everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. Went so quick today. PMDB Live. Hello, how you doing? It went so quick today that I missed quite a bit of the chat earlier on, Joe. That I'm really gonna have to read through it and see what I've missed here, because I started thinking I was going to talk about music. We talked a little bit, but I missed quite a bit, so I think I'd have to read through to see what I missed today. Let's see here. Thanks, John. Thank you, everybody, for coming today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, skills. So it is good to see Inspired John. It certainly is. Pam's Great Outdoors. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. Oh, okay. Yeah. No. Wait a second. April. I live in Southern California, just south of Los Angeles, Orange County. AKA grew up in Northeast New Jersey College in Mass. It feels like I could be Canadian because I crossed over hockey. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. April, you know who was on here? You know the Treasure Hustlers? I think they're in Orange County as well. They were on here at the beginning. But yeah, I'm pretty sure those young girls, young ladies, are from Orange County as well. Their Gill Skills can definitely clarify. They're great. They have a good channel and a great bunch of young ladies in that Treasure Hustlers. Can't speak. I'm really losing my voice. I'm sorry for this, everybody. Excuse me. Oswald Renovaccio Ferrari. Hello, how are you? Welcome, Oswald Renovaccio Ferrari. I screw up, so I'm sorry. Let's see here. Yes, Gill Skills. I think you're right, Jeff. Treasure Hustlers are awesome, aren't they? I get a good laugh in their videos. And that did anybody see the one when they did they're doing the dumpster dives, and it was well, it's always usually night in that, and then they must have been in the back of a mall or something, or a business, and the police pulled up on them, and they thought they were they talked to the police, everything went well, they were fine. Police said that, you know what, as long as they had the business's permission, everything was fine. But must have given them a little bit of a scare. But that was a good video. And then there are other videos just recently. I think they put 2 videos up where the Jackie and Sarah, they put the video with one of them with the arms behind, and it looks like she's putting her makeup on, but she's adding the makeup, and it's like all over her face. If you haven't checked out Treasure Hustlers, everybody, you should check them out. They're a great bunch of young ladies, and they put up some good footage. The humor, it reminds me of old Cheech and Chong. It's absolutely, it's hilarious. Let me see here. Albert, aka Turtle. Welcome. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping in. I hope everybody's had a good day. And that, like I said, you know what? Usually about usually about a certain time I usually have to drop off. But let me see here. Inspired John Cheech and Chong. Oh gosh, yes, Cheech and Chong. You know what? I think I was saying Up in Smoke. I was talking about Up in Smoke to somebody on here a while ago, Cheech and Chong film, and I spieled off the intro to the movie. Then about a day later, it came up. I wasn't even talking about Up in Smoke. I was talking about Cheech and Chong's next movie, and it's the intro where they're walking down the street with the old tin garbage can, and it's full of gasoline. Because you know, you remember back in the 70s, the oil crisis and that lack of fuel, and that when everything kind of shut down. Well, anyways, in the video, the movie, they're carrying gas. I don't know if they must have siphoned it out of all the cars and that, and so they're walking, and it's going everywhere, right? And it's spilling all over their clothes. The next scene, they're sitting in the car, and one of them goes lights a cigarette or whatever. He goes to light up, and the car explodes. And oh geez, yeah, I thought for some reason it's Up in Smoke, but I'm pretty sure it was Cheech and Chong's next movie. I love me Cheech and Chong. Can't get enough of those guys. you keep on knocking, but you just can't come in. Oh gosh, John, I love it. I love it. Yeah, you know what? I could talk about Cheech and Chong all day. I'm sure nobody wants to hear it. Well, hopefully, it went okay today. You know what? If you liked it, we can talk another day. If what you thought of talking about the music, and you know what? If you liked it, we could try it again. But if not, you know what? I'll run through the chat today too and see if you know if it piqued anybody's interest. And you know, and if it didn't, that's okay. We just have like a one-off. But I thought I'd just try something and see if you know anybody was interested. But we'll see. But you know, and I really want to thank you. And you know what? Like I said, I don't want to disrespect anybody. I thank you for coming today, and I thank each and every one of you. You know what? I wouldn't have been able to get as far as I have without you. So my appreciation. But like I said, the next couple of weeks, I'll think more into it. We'll put something together, like a video, and see if we can do like a contest or something and celebrate it that way. But yeah, I want to thank everybody. I didn't want anybody to think I was disrespectful not talking about it. But that's just me. I don't like to show any kind of. I don't want to center anything out. So I like talking to you about things, but I get red in the face if I have to center myself out for anything. So I usually just discontinue anything about that. But yes, purchased. I think it's best to just let the chat run. I do too. I've started that about a week and a half ago, Marie, that I don't pull the chat back and forth anymore. For a while, I used to pull it every day. Like I'd miss something, then I go back, and then the system would lock up, and I'd take 5 minutes to try to get back where I was, and all over the place. I won't be doing that. I'll just leave it to let it run. I'll just run through this here quick, and then I'll probably drop off because my son's coming home in a couple minutes. But Karen Summers, Cheech and Chong were never broadcast here. We saw Steptoe and Son, All in the Family, and Soap. Oh gosh, Soap. Yes, Archie Bunker. That was some incredible, Norman Lear. Him, the Jeffersons. Yes, the Jeffersons must have been an off-take of All in the Family. But yes, a lot of those '70s shows they were brilliant. And that Robert Guillaume was Robert Guillaume in Soap? I think he was. Robert Benson. Does anybody remember Robert Guillaume Benson? I think he may have appeared in Soap as well, but I'm not too sure about that. Oh, John, thanks very much. I appreciate it. It's gone pretty quick, but I want to thank everybody for coming and everybody for the love. I love everybody back, and I thank you. It's not my thing to talk about myself, so that's why I get like this. I'm sorry, but I really do thank you, and I'm like flying on cloud nine. I don't think that I'm not. I really am. So I really thank you, everybody. I really do. Oh yes, chill with Glenn's music. I'm doing well. Everything's great. I really appreciate it. Jorn, thank you very much. My appreciation. I really appreciate absolutely every one of you. I really do. Karen Summers, Cheech and Chong would have loved your coffee shops. I love it. Let me read through this quick here. Let's see here. I don't want to miss anybody. That's all. I'm not trying to miss anybody. I just want to make sure that I say hi to everybody. Uncle Papa Hana, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Yes, love my drones. 55 thumbs, pretty darn good. Yes, this is fantastic. Joe, no list today. No list today. Okay, thanks, April. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Joe, any free music for your videos saying hello? Joe, there was meant to be, but it didn't. But he didn't look at it. Marie, you're right. Marie, look, I didn't get to it, but you knew there was. You knew there was. You knew it. Yeah, limited music chat. It would have been safe to come earlier. Marie, you're right. I thought I was going to. Then maybe I need to just stick with the. Well, we'll see. I mean, let's put it this way: we can always talk about it. We'll, yes, Gil Skills, 1,000 supporters. Gil Skills, you're awesome, buddy. You are awesome. Glenn's music. Let's see here. My drone's a cool name, but The only idiot I know is the one that gives a thumbs down. Well, you know what? Like everybody says, you know, if they do, that's fine. I mean, if they came in the first place, even if it was to put a thumbs down, that's fine. No worries, my friend. Yes, Ms. Donders, thanks. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. And everybody, I really appreciate you, each and every one of you, for coming. So much appreciation. And you know what? It really meant a lot. You really did. I'm super excited. You can ask my wife. I'd be screaming up at the top of my lungs. Give me a couple of drinks, and I'll be probably hanging from the chandelier if we had one. But yeah, thanks everybody for dropping in. I bid you do. And you know what? I really appreciate every single one of you and everybody that's there. I appreciate everybody at this point, and always will. Needs to stop, right? Yeah. Okay. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you again. Okay. Have a good one. Thanks again, and I'm super excited. Okay, everybody. Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Have a good one.